के तदंत्रस्य सर्वस्य तदु सर्वास्य बाह्यदे.
Very nice, Mataji. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Okay, so let's go to the translation. Vibha, you want to chant?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay, go.
Tat ijati tannai jati taddure tadva antike tadantarasya sarvasya taddu sarvasya sha bahyata.
Very nice. Thank you, Vibha. Hare Krishna. Okay, let's see. Translation by His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The Supreme Lord walks and does not walk. He's far away, but he's very near as well. He's within everything, and yet he's outside of everything. Okay, so the Supreme Lord walks and does not walk. He's far away, but he's very near as well. He's within everything, yet he's outside of everything. Let's see. 3 contradictory statements. Walks and does not walk. Far away, but very near. Inside and outside at the same time. We don't have an experience of someone who walks but does not walk. I mean, how can you say that? And then far away, but very near. And inside and outside. So this is Krishna. Krishna is Krishna. No one is like Krishna. So let's see. Walks and does not walk. Does anyone know the story? Sakshi Gopal? Annu Mataji? Sakshi Gopal from Chaitanya Chaitamrita. Yes, Anvya Mataji. Very one line.
Yes, I know the story in which there was an old Brahmin and a young boy. And they
Yeah,
had
Mataji,
gone...
we don't need the whole story. So the young boy called just one liner.
Yes, okay. So the young boy told Krishna that you are the witness. When the old man has said, I will give you my daughter in marriage. So now the old man is refusing, so you come. And he followed the boy, you know, to give the witness with one instruction that you don't have to turn back.
Yes, very nice.
So,
yes.
Yes.
So the Sakshi Gopal is the deity who walked to give witness for his devotee. The devotee made him walk. Krishna walked. The condition was that he's going to cook 1 kilo of rice and offer every day, and he's not going to turn behind to see if the deity is walking or not. The only way you will know that I'm walking behind you, Krishna said, is by the ankle bells, by the sound of my ankle bells. And he was walking, and so Didi walked. This Didi is there in Odisha, Sakshi Gopal temple near Jagannath temple. The Didi was originally, I think, in Vrindavan. So it walked from Vrindavan to West Bengal. He walked. So walk, but does not walk. So when he was talking to the Didi, the Brahmana, he was saying that he was having a conversation that you have to give the witness. So Krishna said, well, the Didi never walks um, because you do one thing, I will do everything. Just go back to the house of the old Brahmana, and everything will be taken care of. But Didi doesn't walk. Krishna was saying that. And Brahmana caught him. He said, if the deity can talk, then the deity can walk. So if you can talk, you can walk. He made the deity walk. Very far away, but very near. So Krishna is in Goloka Vrindavan, but Krishna is right there in my heart as well. Inside and outside, Parikshit Maharaj, he saw Krishna outside in his mother's womb, but Krishna was also present in his heart. Inside and outside. Antar Bahir Avasthitaha. Kunti praise. Okay, so the abode of the Lord is beyond the material sky. We know that, right? 7th chapter. Parastasmatu bhave anya vyakta avyakta sanatanaha. The abode of the Lord is beyond material sky, but despite him being so far, he descends with the speed of mind before us. Yet when he comes before us, we neglect him, considering him as a mortal, ordinary man. These are transcendental activities executed by his inconceivable potencies. So for a non-devotee, these qualities are contradictory. For a devotee, they are his inconceivable potencies. We cannot conceive these potencies, cannot understand. That is why it is inconceivable potencies, but we call wonderful Krishna. Krishna, you're wonderful. You are in Goloka Vrindavan and you're here, and then when you come here, we think that you're like one of us. Like king entering the prison, and the prisoners are thinking that the king is now one of us. He's a prisoner. But that's what we think. Krishna is beyond any contradiction. There is no contradiction. Okay, such contradiction simply serves to indicate his inconceivable power. Krishna is beyond all contradiction. All contradictions, it should be. So it's an inconceivable power. Prabhupada gave an example. Prabhupada was challenged with a logical question. Can God create something so heavy that he cannot lift it? Prabhupada said, yes, he first creates it and then he can lift it. So he creates it, and then in the form of Vara, Devi comes and lifts the earth. So basically, you cannot contradict. Okay, we cannot understand that how Krishna is fearful of Mother Yashoda. You know, Mother Yashoda is running behind Krishna with a stick and is trying to bind him with a rope to a wooden grinding mortar. Krishna is God. Krishna, fear is personified, is fearful of Krishna. Everybody is fearful of Krishna. But we cannot understand how Mother Yashoda is making Krishna fearful. Okay, and then we cannot understand that how big demons like Vakasura were killed by Krishna. Here he's such a powerful man, not man, Superman. So such a powerful personality killing dangerous demons, and here he is afraid of his mother. Contradictory. It is not contradictory, it is inconceivable. Okay. With our limited fund of knowledge, we cannot accommodate such contradictions. Therefore, we conceive the Lord in terms of our limited powers of understanding. That is, Mayavad school accepts impersonal and rejects personal feature. You know, we always tend to go place to place where we are convenient, where I am comfortable. I don't want to go somewhere where I am not comfortable, right? This you will have heard many times in your life, or you might have said that too. But going to Krishna is not like that. Oh, I am comfortable in thinking that Krishna is energy or power and not God or not person or not supreme person. So my comfort zone is, you cannot restrict Krishna in your comfort zone. Krishna is not restricting, not going to be restricted, was not restricted and will not be restricted. My philosophy accept Krishna as power or energy or Brahma Jyoti. Why? Because that's their comfort zone. Because personal features they cannot understand. It's contradictory. Basically, it's non-devotee. But a Vaishnava philosopher can understand Vaishnava devotee. Bhagavad school provides perfect conception, both personal and impersonal. Okay, Krishna himself says in 14 chapter 27 verse, and I am the basis of impersonal Brahman, which is immortal, imperishable, and eternal, and is the constitutional position of ultimate happiness. So Krishna says, I am the basis of impersonal Brahman. He says that. But Mayavad philosophy thinks that impersonal Brahman is all in all, but they don't think that there is a person behind that impersonal Brahman. That is why we reject Mayavad and we accept Bhagavad, which is complete, personal and impersonal, both at the same time. Sorry. This again, Krishna says, because Krishna is not obliged to reveal himself to anyone and everyone. He is going to reveal to who then? He says in 4th chapter, 11th verse, this color is not good, sorry. He says, Yayathamam prapadyante tam satheva vajamiham. So as I surrender to Krishna, Krishna reveals. So if the cow wants to surrender to Krishna by serving him, Krishna also goes and hugs the calf. Okay, if Lord Balram is massaging the lotus feet of Krishna, Krishna also massages the lotus feet of Lord Balram. So as we surrender, Krishna reveals. This is what is explained in this particular mantra, 4:11. Lord says that how he treats his devotee depends on the devotee's degree of surrender. If I am not seeing God, then I am not 100% surrendered. The problem is not with Krishna. The Lord reserves the right not to reveal himself to anyone and everyone, but to show himself only to those souls who surrender unto him. Thus, for surrendered soul, he is always within reach, whereas for the unsurrendered one, he's always far away and cannot be approached. So remember, he's very near and he's very far. So he's very near to somebody who's 100% surrendered. There is a It's a Bengali prayer Prabhupada talks about. Chavan na dekhi dekhi tero murti. The devotee is praying that I don't see anything other than your form, Krishna. I don't see anything. That's a vision of a Mahabhagavata. A non-devotee says, oh, this is different than Krishna. This work is for Krishna, this work is not for Krishna. So this is Radharani in 10th canto Srimad Bhagavatam. They explain that when Krishna left Vrindavan, everyone was, or this was in the middle of the Ras dance, when he disappeared, because she felt proud, a little bit transcendental proud, but Krishna disappeared from her vision. Then she was looking for Krishna all over and she was talking to the bumblebee. This is a bumblebee here. Okay, so she was talking that, wait, have you seen Krishna? Krishna, you must be going to the garland, flower garland around Krishna's neck, and you must be smelling. Can you tell me which way was that? So she's talking. Okay, so for surrendered soul, she's seeing Krishna even in a bumblebee and talking. Another conception is the ideal worship versus Archa Vigraha. Saguna worship and Nirguna feature. Krishna has these. In this connection, two words are revealed. Two words in the revealed scripture often apply to the Lord. In word is missing, sorry. Saguna means with quality. Guna means quality. Saguna means with quality. Nirguna means without qualities. But Saguna doesn't mean that Lord must be taken on a material form and be subject to laws of material nature. Madhya Lila Chaitanya Charitamrita 6th chapter verse 141. You see, people think, Mayavadis think, that God is energy. But when he comes to the material world, he assumes a form of a human being. And when he goes away, again he becomes energy. So assumes a form of a material, like mundane human being. But that's wrong understanding. That's what Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami Prabhupada is saying here. Saguna does not mean that the Lord must take on a material form and be subject to laws of material nature. Okay, Saguna means he has transcendental qualities, transcendental, inconceivable. Okay. So, in which way the Lord is Nirgun? For him, there is no difference between the material and spiritual energy because he's the source of both energies. For us, we have difference. But for Krishna, this is the definition of absolute truth. Absolute. Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada explains it in great detail. Absolute means no duality. We are in a dual world. We like something, we don't like something. Okay, I hanker for something and I lament for something. That I am sad and then I am happy. I am rich and I am poor. I am old. I am young. Don't these dualities are there for us? But Krishna is absolute. Krishna's nature, Krishna's spiritual body, Krishna's energies are all the same for him. He cannot at any time be influenced by them as we are. If we use material energy for his purpose, then we are also not influenced by it. This is what it means. Maya adhyakshena prakriti suyate sa chara acharam. Hetu nanena kanteya jagat viparivartate. Krishna is the controller of the three modes. We are controlled very, very tightly. But if we use energy around us, everything around us, if we use resources around us, our talent, our life, karmana, manasa, vacha, three things are there. Karmana means activity, manasa, mind, vacha means word, or karmana also means body because we do activity with the body. If we dedicate these three things to Krishna, then we also are not influenced by the onslaughts of birth, death, old age, disease. Okay, now Supreme Lord as a witness. In Brahma Samhita, 5th chapter, 31st verse, Govinda, the premier Lord, enters everything by his plenary portion. He enters universe as well as the atom of the universe. Paramanu chayantarastham. I don't remember the verse, but I remember this Paramanu. Paramanu means atom. Paramanu chayantarastham. He enters the atom. That even in the atom Krishna is there, because if you study atom, there is constant motion of the atomic particles. Who is putting it in motion? Krishna. He's outside in his Virat form, and that he is within as Antaryami, witnessing our action, avoiding results of our actions as karma phala, fruit. So he's inside, he is the one who's witnessing. We forget, Krishna does not forget. We may forget what we have done in previous lives, but because the Lord witnesses all our actions, the results reactions are there to undergo. So this is again the temple in Odisha of Sakshi Gopal, the deity who walked, which I presented to you in the beginning. This is the temple. I have been here in Odisha. So when you go to Odisha, please go to Sakshi Gopal temple. The same deity who walked is still there. This is in so Archana Archa Vigraha, right? Saguna, Nirguna, and then whether we should worship Krishna in the deity form or not. 11th canto Srimad Bhagavatam, 27th chapter, 12th verse. Saili daru mai lohi lepya lekhyas cha saikati mano mai mani mai prati mashta vidasmita. The deity form of the Lord is said to appear in 8 varieties: stone, wood, metal, earth, paint, sand, the mind, or jewels. Even in the mind. Okay, even in the mind. So there are 8 forms where Krishna can be conceived by his inconceivable potencies. Because I don't have eyes to see Krishna. So Krishna appears out of his mercy in a form that I can see with these eyes. And what are those forms? 8 varieties made of stone, wood, metal, earth, paint, sand, the mind, or jewels. This is Krishna Balram. And I was showing you the darshan of Vrindavan and Prabhupada. This is the first arti. So first arti after the installation of Krishna Balram. I met the daughter of Mataji who took this picture. Vishakha Mataji took the picture. Vishakha Mataji is the Mataji who made the movie with her husband Yadubara Prabhu about Hare Krishna, the mantra, the movement, and the Swami who started it all. The movie. She took this picture, and her daughter was with me last summer, and we were chatting, and she told me that when Prabhupada was doing the arti at the installation ceremony, then there was a huge sannyasi, very tall sannyasi in front. And Vishakha Mataji was with her camera, was trying to like make her space. Actually, we are not supposed to touch the body of a sannyasi, but she was just pushing and pushing, and the sannyasi was not letting her go. And she was like pushing and pushing. She is very thin and very tall, and he wouldn't let her go. Then she said to him, "Listen, if you don't let me go, then you are the only one who's going to watch this. If you let me go and I capture this, then our coming generations, the whole world will watch this." So she took the picture. So this is how. So he gave her the way. So Prabhupada, first arti. Okay, so we're gonna read now. Then I'll ask you test questions. I did not get chance to open the booklets. It's 4 pages we have to read. I hope everyone has a book. It's a very nice verse. All right, so who is going to be the one? Okay, Tanvi Mataji. Go ahead, please. Then Sapna.
तदेजति तन्नैजति तद्दूरे तद्वन्तिके तदन्तरस्य सर्वस्य तद्यु सर्वस्य बाह्यता. Translation: The Supreme Lord walks and does not walk. He is far away, but he is very near as well. He is within everything, and again he is outside of everything. Purport: Here is an explanation of the Supreme Lord's transcendental activities by his inconceivable potencies. There are 2 sets of contradictory words mentioned here to prove the inconceivable potency of the Lord. He walks and he does not walk. These 2 phrases are contradictory. If someone can walk, when it is improper to say that he cannot walk. These contradictions show the inconceivable power of God. With our limited fund of knowledge, we cannot accommodate such things, and therefore the Lord is conceived in terms of our limited powers of understanding. The impersonalist philosophers of the Mayavadi school accept only the impersonalist part of the Lord's activities and refute his personal feature. The Bhagavata school, however, accepts the Lord in both ways, that is, as personal and impersonal, and the Bhagavatas also accept his inconceivable potencies. Without inconceivable potency, there is no meaning to the words Supreme Lord.
Okay. Thank you, Tanvi Mataji. Thank you. I love
Mataji,
your voice. Yes.
while I was reading the translation, I don't know, suddenly it appeared, I had this in my mind, like Ito Narsingha, Parto Narsingha, and Bahir Narsingha, Hirday Narsingha.
Yes. Very nice. Yato yato yami tato narsimha.
Yes, Mataji.
Hi, Narsimha. Narsimha Madin Sharinam Prapade. Very nice, Mataji. Okay, I'm sorry, this is not my original handwriting, okay, but this is what the contradictions are. Walk does not walk, far away but very near, within everything, and again is outside of everything. So, two sets of contradictory words means does and does not, far and very near, outside, inside. So, there are two sets of contradictory things that are proving. So, Bhagavad philosophy accepts completely, Krishna accepts Krishna completely, not partially. A complete acceptance is there that he's personal and he's impersonal. In on what ground? On what ground is the complete acceptance there? Inconceivable potency. Okay, for a devotee, it is inconceivable potency. Okay, right, let's go ahead. Samya Mataji, go ahead. And then Vasant Kumar Prabhu. We should not take it.
We should not take it for granted that because we cannot see God before our eyes, there is therefore no personal existence of the Lord. To refute this sort of argument, Sri Isopanisad warns us the Lord is far away from us, but he is very near to us also. The abode of Lord is beyond the material sky. We have no means to measure even the material sky. If just the material sky is so far, far away from us, what is spiritual sky, which is beyond the material sky altogether? That spiritual sky is situated far, far away from the material world is further confirmed in the Bhagavad Gita. But in spite of the Lord's being so far away, he can at once, within less than a second, descend before us with a speed more powerful than the mind or the air. He can walk so quickly that no one can surpass him. This fact has already been described in the previous verse. When the personality of Godhead thus comes before us, however, we neglect him. This negligence on the part of foolish people is condemned by Lord in Bhagavad Gita. The Lord says that the foolish deride him, taking him to be one of the mortal beings. But he is not a mortal being, nor does he come before us with a body produced of material nature. There were many so-called scholars who say that when the Lord descends, he does so in a body of matter, just like an ordinary living being. Such foolish men place the Lord on a level of equal to that of the ordinary man, not knowingly his inconceivable power.
Okay,
Because
thank you,
he
Mataji. Let's take a break.
Hare
Thank you. Okay, so we've studied Bhagavad philosophy is perfect because it accepts Krishna completely, not partially. And then this is inconceivable potency, and Krishna's abode is very far away. Even if we go to some material planet, we become so proud, but with that element of pride, we cannot even go to the Paramatma sitting in my own heart. I'm trying to go so far, 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 far away. What about the Krishna, the Paramatma in the heart? So, so, so near. Neglecting. Why? Because foolish. The mam dushkritino mudha prapadyante naradhama. Foolish. Foolish. Okay? They think when Krishna comes, they think that Krishna is the one of them or one of us. Because they are not trying to go near to Krishna. They're trying to go far away from Krishna, so Krishna honors their request. Krishna is there. He came. We cannot say that Krishna, you never give me a chance. He came. Now also Krishna is there in the form of his holy name. How many are picking up their chanting beads and chanting? Prabhupada once made a statement, if 1% of the world becomes Krishna conscious, then the whole world will become Vaikuntha. 1% of the whole world. It's nothing. Just 1%. Okay, Krishna is fixed in his abode, but he can walk very, very fast. So when Krishna appeared in front of Dhruva Maharaj, on 4th canto Srimad Bhagavatam, this is described. Dhruva Maharaj was meditating on Krishna, right, for 6 months, and then Krishna appeared in front of him. So Prabhupada writes in the Purport, so if Krishna is inside your heart and then he appears outside, It's not very big thing for Krishna. For devotee it is big thing, but for Krishna it is not. For Krishna it is inconceivable. But devotee says that inconceivable has become conceivable. It's a relationship of love. Okay, Vasant Kumar Prabhu, please go ahead.
Sure, Mataji. Because our service through any sort of medium, and he can convert his different potencies according to his own will. The unbelievers argue that the Lord cannot incarnate himself, or if at all, he descends in a form of material energy. This argument is nullified if we accept his inconceivable potencies as realities. Even if he appears before us in the form of material energy, it is quite possible for him to convert the material energy into spiritual energy. The source of energies being one and the same, the energies can be utilized sustainably according to the will of that energetic source. For example, the Lord appears in the form of Arka, or deities supposedly made of earth or stone. These forms engraved from wood or stone or any other matter are not idols. However, as he is held by the iconoclast. iconoclast. In the present state of our imperfect material existence, we cannot see the Supreme Lord on account of our imperfect vision. But still, those devotees who want to see him by means of material vision are favored by the Lord, who appear in so-called material form to accept the devotee's service. This does not mean that such devotees who are in the lowest stage of devotional service are worshipping an idol. In fact, they are worshipping the idol who has agreed to
The
appear
Lord.
before them.
In fact,
Sorry.
they are worshipping the Lord who has agreed.
In fact, they are worshipping the Lord who has agreed to appear before them in a particular way, which is approachable by them. This arca form is not fashioned in terms of the order or whim of the worshipper. It is eternally existence with all its paraphernalia. This can be actually felt by a sincere devotee, but not by an atheist.
Thank you. Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you, Mataji.
Very nice. So, Prabhupada is explaining to us, he's explaining that Krishna is full of inconceivable potencies. How are you going to go and, find out Krishna's potencies when he himself is saying that he is inconceivable? He cannot be conceived, but he can only be caught by the pure devotee. A pure devotee can catch Krishna and present it to us. That is why we need a parampara. That is why we need a guru. That is why we need Acharya. That is why we need Srila Prabhupada. We need Srila Prabhupada. It's a need. It's not even a want or a luxury. It's a need. Srila Prabhupada's blessing is a need for each one of us. Otherwise, we will always be fitting into this category. And we will go on from one life to another life, unbelievers. I don't want to be in the category of unbelievers. I'm done. Okay, because a sincere person can feel that Archa Vigraha, the Archa of the deity in the temple. Prabhupada was giving lecture at the installation ceremony of Rukmani Dwarkadish in Los Angeles. There's only one lecture you can hear. And Prabhupada was talking about the Archa Vigraha. And I think I have spoken about it before. He was giving example that if we post a letter in a government assigned post box or mailing box, it will reach to its destination. Even though the mailbox is near my house and I'm sending the letter far away. Right? Similarly, if we offer our worship to an authentic Archa Vigraha, established by a Acharya under a proper bona fide parampara, then that worship given to the Archa Vigraha will reach the Supreme Personality of Godhead in his abode. It will reach. A non-believer will go on saying, oh, how give me a proof. But you see, the proof or the truth of devotional service is hidden in the heart of a pure devotee. Even if we give the proof, what is going to happen? They are not going to become the devotees because they don't want to. It's not that the Krishna is not available, because they are very stubborn. They don't want to. Why? Because they're envious of Krishna. We are envious. We like what Krishna has, but we don't like the fact he has it. That's why we don't want to serve him. I want to have what he has. independent of Krishna. Ravana mentality, right? Ravana, what is he? Wanted to enjoy the kingdom of God without God. So Archa Vigraha is not idol worship, is not idol worship. It's, and if somebody sincerely is engaged in worshipping the Archa of Krishna, then they can feel. They can feel. Like I gave example of Sakshi Gopal. He came, he walked. So many times. Sheer Chor Gopinath. Sheer Chor Gopinath is a Gopinath who stole the sheer, the kheer for Madhavendra Puri. Madhavendra Puri, so everybody slept and he stole the pot of kheer and he hid it behind the curtain. You know, behind the deities, there is a curtain in the temple. So why there is a curtain? Because of this pastime. Shicho, he hid it. So when everyone went to bed, Gopinath came in the dream of his priest and said that go open my altar. There is a pot of kheer behind the curtain. And then go to the marketplace and shout for Madhavendra Puri. I have stolen this pot of kheer for Madhavendra Puri. So exalted. And we say that Krishna is idol, it's wood, it's paint. Oh my God, dead vision. It's dead vision because they don't want to. And if we can help them, it's fine. Otherwise, move on. The whole world is waiting. Just keep moving because there's so many sincere people who are looking really for the reality. Okay, who's gonna Sapna? You wanted to read, right? Where is she? Unmute yourself, Sapna.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hari bol. I have to hunt you.
Now, from in the Bhagavad Gita, from that, in the Bhagavad Gita, the Lord says that he treats his devotee in proportion to the degree of surrender made by the devotee. He reserves the right not to expose himself to anyone and everyone, except those who surrender unto him. Therefore, for the surrendered soul, he is always within reach, whereas for the surrendered unsurrendered soul, he is far away, approached. There are two words in the revealed scriptures which are important in the connection: saguna and nirguna, with qualities and without qualities. Saguna does not mean that the Lord becomes subject to the laws of material nature when he appears, although he has qualities and appears in material form. For him, there is no difference between material and spiritual energies because he is the source of such energies. He is the controller of the different energies, and such he cannot at any time be under their influence as we are. The material energy works according to his direction, and therefore he can use material energy for his purpose, but without ever being influenced by any of the qualities of his energies, nor for his purpose does he become a formless entity at any time. Ultimately, he is the eternal form, the primeval Lord, and the impersonal representation or Brahma effulgence is the glow of his personal rays, as the sun's rays are the glow of the sun god. When
Okay,
the boys say,
wait. This is a heavy book, so we have to go like paragraph. So thank you, Sapna. So Bhagavad Gita, now this is a homework for all of you. When you go back to read the books, you have to learn how to read Srila Prabhupada's book. Prabhupada is writing here, right? Bhagavad Gita, now it is your responsibility to go and look for what verse is it and what chapter it is. This I'm telling you, it is verse chapter 4, verse 11. And write it in your book. This is how you're going to learn. That yatha mam prapadyante tam sadeva bhajamiham. Saguna nirguna. With qualities, without qualities. We hear this. Krishna is both. He is with transcendental qualities and without material qualities. Both. Krishna is both. Okay, there is no difference between material and spiritual energies. Krishna touches something and it becomes spiritualized. Krishna looks at something, it becomes spiritualized. Krishna chants on my tongue is spiritual. I am eating the food which is offered to Krishna, that food is spiritual. It is making me go back to Krishna. So I will eat that food, not the food which is looking like a food and is not going to nurture my soul. Why to eat such a food which is not going to nurture the soul? Why? This is the reason. It's available. Just offer to Krishna, eat that. and is going to nurture the soul. And happiness is a function of the soul. We think happiness is a function of the mind or tongue or senses. No, no, happiness is a function of the soul. And how we make soul happy? By by engaging our senses in service to Krishna. I when I was in Mangalore, I still remember that sambar. My God, that where the deities ate that offer to the deities and the Mahaprasadam. I have not tasted anywhere in the whole world after that. Um, so tasty, very tasty. It becomes very tasty. Everything that Krishna tastes is very tasty. Okay, so Krishna is a base of impersonal Brahman. This is verse 14, chapter 14, verse 27. So you need to, I expect each one of you to read Prabhupada books like this. Have Bhagavad Gita on the side and see which verse it is. Okay, so we can go ahead. Annapurna Mataji, your hand was raised for a long time. Now I don't see it. Yes, Mataji, go ahead. The boy saint. And then Kirti Mataji. Annapurna Mataji, are you there?
Yes, Mataji. Am I audible?
Very nicely.
Yeah. Thank you, Mataji. When the boy saint Prahlad Maharaj was in the presence of his atheist father, his father asked him, "Where is your God?" The child Prahlad replied that God resides everywhere. The father then angrily asked whether his God was within the pillar of the palace. And the child said, "Yes." At once the atheist king broke pillar in front of him into pieces, at which the Lord appeared as Nrsimha, the half man, half lion incarnation, from within the pillar and killed the atheist king. This means that the Lord is within everyone, which is created by his different energies. And by his inconceivable power, he can appear at any place in order to favor his sincere devotee. Lord Nrsimha appeared from within the pillar, not at the order of atheist king, but by the wish of the devotee Prahlada. An atheist cannot order the Lord to appear, but to show mercy to his devotee, the Lord can appear anywhere and everywhere. The Bhagavad Gita confirms this, and in the statement that the Lord appears to vanquish the unbelievers and to protect the believers. To vanquish an unbeliever, of course, the Lord has sufficient energies and agents who can do the work. But to favor the devotee is a pleasing task for him, and therefore he descends as an incarnation. He does so only to favor his devotee then and not for the other purpose.
Yes, Mataji, let's take a break. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji.
Okay, so Tanvi Mataji, this Bahe Narsima, Hridaye Narsima, Narsima Madim Sharanam Prapade. See, Prabhupada is also validating your realization. So far, what have we studied? There are three contradictory qualities discussed in this verse. He walks, does not walk. He's far away, but he's very near, and he's within, and he's also without. So walks, does not walk. We understood that Krishna is fixed in his abode in Goloka Vrindavan, but he's also very near to me, and he can descend within a fraction. He's not actually obligated to time factor also. The speed at which Krishna walks, time itself cannot calculate. There's no matter which we can calculate the time or the speed of Krishna's walking. So swift. Okay, and then he's inside and he's outside. So inside, outside, this Prahlad Maharaj, Hiranyakashipu asked Prahlad Maharaj, "Is your God everywhere?" Yes, everywhere. Is he in this pillar? Yes. So he smashed the pillar to kill God. And Narsimhadev appeared. Narsimhadev appeared to keep the word of Prahlad Maharaj. Okay, this was the luck of Hiranyakashipu. He appeared to keep the word of Prahlad Maharaj. So Krishna says in 4th chapter, right? Paritranaya sadhuna vinashaya jagdishkritam. What verse is it in 4th chapter? I don't remember the verse number. If you remember, write to me in the chat. Dharma sanstarpanathaya sambhavami yuge yuge. The only reason why Krishna comes is to favor the devotees. Krishna actually does not come to kill anyone. He has so many agents. He can just tell Indra, go have that Samvartaka cloud and do a devastating rain. Everybody will die. But Krishna comes. Why? Because the devotee is asking Krishna to come. 4.11. Thank you. So this is 4.11. Again 4.11. It shouldn't be 4.11. 4.11 is Yathamam Prabhadyante. Okay, so
4.8.
4.8. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Anya Mataji. And thank you for everyone who wrote to me in the chat. Okay, so he's far away, he's near, he's inside, and he's outside. He's far away in Goloka Vrindavan, and he's near in my heart, and he's there in the Archa Vigraha. I don't have vision to see him, but that doesn't mean Krishna is not there. Why I don't have? Because I'm Muda. Padyante, Radhama, all those things. Okay, Kirti Mataji, you can read the last part in Brahma Samhita, please.
Can you hear me?
Mhm.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
In the Brahma Samhita is said that Govinda, the primeval Lord, enters everything by his plenary portion. He enters the universe as well as the atom of the universe. He is outside in the Virata form and he is within as Antaryami. As Antaryami, he is witness of everything that we are doing and he gives us the result of our actions as karma pada. We ourselves may forget what we have done in previous lives, but because the Lord is the witness of our actions, the result of our actions is always there, and we have to undergo the reactions all the same. In fact, there is nothing except God within and without. Everything is manifested of his different energies, like the heat and light of fire, which means there is a oneness among the diverse energies. In spite of this oneness, however, the Lord enjoys in his personal form all that is enjoyable to the little senses of the little part and parcel living entities.
Thank you, Mataji. So in spite of this oneness, however, the Lord enjoys in his personal form all that is enjoyable to his little senses of the little part and parcel living entities. So we are little, very, very little. Anu and Vibhu and Anu. No, Vibhu is small. We are very small. And Krishna is very big. Krishna is very, very, very big, and also he's smaller than the smallest. He's same. Anayor Aniyam Mahato Mayam. He's smaller than the smallest and he's bigger than the biggest. That's a complete definition of Krishna. So we have seen, no, sometimes when we open the old book, there is a very small insect, smaller than the size of a point, running around in the book. So Krishna is even smaller than small, that also. Krishna is bigger than the biggest also, and there is nothing other than Krishna anywhere. This is a very nice verse. Again, I will read. What was the verse? Tad ejati, tad na ejati. Ejati means walk, and tad na ejati means does not walk. Tad dure, tad ve antike. Dure means far away. He is very far away. Tad ve antike, but he is very near. Tad antarasya sarvasya. Tad tu sarvasya asyasya. Tad antarasya sarvasya means he is inside. What is the meaning of tad tu? Let's see what Prabhupada is teaching here. Krishna, 2 minutes. Tad antarasya means within. Sarvasya, within everything. And bahyata. Oh, he's also without of everything. Okay, sarvasya bahyata. Bahyata means bahar, means outside. And antarasya means inside. He's antaryami. He's inside my heart. He's witnessing what I'm thinking, what I'm doing. And he's also outside in the form of all his energies. Right? Bhumi, Apollo, Anayor, Vayur, Manmano, Buddhi, Revacha. Everything is nothing but Krishna. So, ready for questions? I have only 2 questions today. Okay, so tighten your seatbelts and get ready to raise your hands. I wish we had a buzzer. You know how a buzzer? We can have a buzzer and people will buzz. Okay. All right, I have only two questions. What is Antaryami? Yes, raise your hand. Buzz. What is the meaning of everyone who is raising hands? I expect them to answer. Even if someone before you answered it right, you still answer. Shanti Mataji. Yes, Mataji. What is the meaning of Antaryami?
Eternal energy.
I'm sorry, Mataji. Okay, Namita Mataji. What is the meaning of Antaryami?
Hare Krishna Mataji. It means that God is there to witness our actions and He is there to give the result of the actions of our karma fal.
So Antaryami just means witness. Very nice, but you got it. I'm so proud of you that you were listening so nicely.
Thank you, Hare
Antaryami
Krishna.
is witness. Is witness of everything that we are doing. Very nice. Okay, more. Everyone who has raised hands will answer.
He is everywhere, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
One second, Mataji. I'll call out the names. Tanvi Mataji.
Mataji, Antaryami means the controller within, like the one who is inside our heart, witnessing everything.
Witness. Okay, very nice. Thank you, Mataji. Yes, Duty Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Antaryami means somebody who is, inside our heart. I mean, within us.
Not
Though
somebody.
he is, I mean, Krishna, yeah. Yes. Sorry, Mataji. Yeah, it's Krishna who is within our heart, and though he's inside, but he's still outside, and he exists in both the forms. And as we exist in the material world, so Krishna does, favor his devotees, and even in the material world, he comes and saves his devotees and favors them in the material world.
Okay,
And
thank
he's
you. You are a scholar.
no,
Antaryami means very nice. Thank you. I like your
Thank you,
paper
Mataji.
presentation.
Hare
Very
Krishna
nice.
Mataji. Thank you so much.
Vajanti Mataji. Yes, Mataji. What is the meaning of the word Antaryami? That's the question.
He is everywhere, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
नहीं. But that's Sarvasya. Antaryami का मतलब क्या होता है? What is the meaning of the word Antaryami is the question.
He is within and he's within us, and he's the controller of everything, Mataji.
I really like you. So Antaryami means who is inside the heart. That is word meaning. Okay.
Yes, Mataji.
Thank you. Rashmi Prabhu. Yes. What is the meaning of
Krishna
Antaryami?
Mataji.
Yes, Hare Krishna.
It means Krishna is within everything and is a witness to everything.
Very nice. Very nice. Perfect. To the point answer. Lakshmi Nishthala Mataji. Yes. What is Antaryami?
Hare Krishna Mataji. Antaryami is the super soul who is always present with the soul and is witnessing each and everything of the soul and what he's thinking, what he's doing, and all his reactions and everything. That is Antaryami.
There's a lot of. Okay, why don't you just say witnessing the action of a living entity, because the soul really doesn't work. Okay, thank you, Mataji.
Yeah, thank you. Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Geeta Mataji. Geeta Mataji, you have to unmute. Okay, I'll keep moving. Priyadashni Mataji.
1 second. I'm sorry, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Yeah. मन की बात जानने वाले को अंतर्यामी कहते हैं?
सिर्फ भगवान को अंतर्यामी कहते हैं.
हाँ, बिल्कुल. उनको ही कहते हैं.
Very nice.
Am I okay? Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Priyadashni Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. The Supreme Personality of Godhead.
Oh. Sorry, I muted you, Mataji. I apologize.
The Supreme Personality of God.
Your audio is gone.
Godhead dwells inside our heart within. Hello, Mataji. Hello, Mataji. Hello, Mataji.
Supreme Personality
Am I
of
audible now?
Godhead dwells inside our
Hello?
heart.
Yeah, and he controls everything from within.
Control nahi hai, Mataji. Witness everything.
Witness is, yeah, of course. He's a witness, of course.
Nice.
Yes, Mataji. Yes, Mataji. Hare
Thank
Krishna,
you.
Mataji.
Hare
Thank
Krishna. Dr. Nirupama Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Antaryami is he is within everything, and also he witness everything what is going on. And also he awards us the results of our action is karma phala.
Very nice. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Shanta
Krishna.
Mataji.
Hare Krishna, the one who resides in our heart and is a witness to all our activities is Antaryami.
What is his name?
Krishna, Sri Krishna.
Very nice. Okay, that completes the answer. Thank you. Smita Mataji.
Yes.
Antaryami.
Supreme Personality.
Huh.
Mataji, can you hear me? Supreme Personality inside our heart, which witnesses everything.
Very nice. Thank
That's
you.
why it's called Antaryama.
Thank you. Jigna Mataji.
Yeah, Mataji, he is Krishna. Lord Krishna is within our heart, and he knows everything what is going outside.
Very nice. Thank you, Mataji. Varsha Mataji.
Hare
Varsha.
Krishna Mataji. Hare Krishna. Lord Krishna, the knower of everything. The one who knows
Antaryami का
everything.
मतलब क्या होता है Mataji? What is the meaning of word Antaryami?
The witness and knower of everything.
Okay. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you.
Madri Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Krishna is in everyone's heart as Paramatma. Ishvara Sara Bhutanam Hrideshu Arjuna Tishtati. And he is like Upadrashta and Anumanta, overseer and permitter of all actions.
Bhakti Shastri answer, Mataji. Thank you. Okay, Saita Mataji, Hare Krishna. Are you
Hare
still in
Krishna
office?
Mataji. Yeah. Antar means inside, Yami means to know everything. So Antar Yami means he is omniscient and he knows what all is there inside and inside us. So this is means he know all knowing. What is inside? Antar is inside only. So what we are thinking, what we are even imagining, that all he knows it. So that is an Antaryami and that is Lord Krishna.
Very nice. Thank you, Mataji. Very well realized answer. Okay.
Hare
Rupal.
Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna
Rupal.
Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
Krishna is the Supreme Lord who resides within us, and he practically knows everything what is going inside us because we are created by him. So that is the essence of him being inside us.
Okay. Thank you, Mataji. Very nice. You established a sambandha. Sapna. Yes, Sapna.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes, I will.
Krishna, the super soul who is within us and witnesses every action which we are doing and which we did previously.
Okay, very nice. A witness and is within us. Very nice. Ravinda Prabhu, I hope your audio works now.
Jai Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji.
Prabhuji. Mataji, yeah, Antaryami means he knows everything or knows everything residing within every life entity.
Very nice. Thank you, Prabhu. Vimla Shashidharan Mataji, then Bimla Mataji. Bimla, how nice. Devotees. Yes, Vimla Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Lord Krishna is within and he is witnessing all our actions. He also gives us the results of the actions as karma phala.
Very nice. Thank you, Mataji. Bimla Mataji. Oh, Krishna. Mataji, please unmute yourself. I muted you.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare
What
Krishna.
it means for me is like Krishna Bhagwan is inside you as a witness and nothing can be hidden from him. So he knows absolutely everything. He's a witness and he's there as long as you live.
Oh, no, it is there eternally.
No, I mean, like in this world, while you are here, it's with you, but he goes with you as well in the subtle body.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mataji. Sadananda Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Can I say this as our consciousness?
Consciousness is a symptom of the soul.
My submission is that whatever we are doing, suppose if we are doing good or bad, our soul knows what is correct.
Not all the time. Otherwise, why will we be here? Right?
So I
We're
wanted
talking
to
about the
just try
gut
for that.
feeling. Yeah, we're talking about the gut. You see, the thing is that when we learn something as it is, we don't change the meaning. We don't put
Yes,
our
yes, yes,
opinion.
yes, yes, yes.
Okay, that's the
Uh,
secret of success.
Okay.
So, Antaryami here, Antaryami means Krishna in the heart as a witness to my activities.
Hmm.
Consciousness is a symptom of the soul. It's a symptom of the presence of a soul in someone's body.
Hmm.
This study consciousness. Krishna
Because
is.
yes,
Go,
yes, yes.
go ahead.
My submission is that because as per Bhagavad Gita, our soul is in our heart, and
Yes.
within us, the Lord Krishna is there, and soul is a part and parcel of Lord Krishna.
Yes.
So if we are doing anything right or wrong, as you said, sometimes wrong also might be good for if doing for somebody else good, then I think it will be good only. But he knows everything, whether we are doing with a good intention or bad intention.
Or we are doing with Krishna intention.
Yes.
Okay.
That is, and in that way I wanted to present it.
Okay, thank you, Prabhu. Okay, Hare Krishna.
Thank you for considering this.
Hare Krishna. Okay, what is the English meaning of the phrase tad dure tad dve antike? Aha, Shastric question. What is people who have not answered will be given the chance now first. Tad
Mataji,
dure tad vantik. Vibha, is that you, Krishna?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes,
Sorry.
Vibha, go.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. So tad dure tad vidhi means he is far away, but he is very near as well.
Okay, very nice. Thank you, Vibha. Very nice. So now I have to fish people who have not answered. Tuck, tuck, tuck. So, Namacharya, you didn't answer, right?
Yes, Mataji, I didn't answer. Even though Lord Krishna is far away from us, but he's still near us. Like he's present with us, even though he's in Goloka resides, but he's still with us as Paramatma.
Very nice.
Hare
Thank you,
Krishna Mataji.
Vidisha Mataji.
Hare
Leena
Krishna
Bhatt Mataji. Taddure Tatve Antike. Leena Bhatt Mataji.
Yes, it means that Lord Krishna is within us, which is very close to us in our hearts. But to an atheist, he's very far away. They don't believe in him so much, is what I feel. He's always with us, no matter where we are. Since we are created by him, and our soul comes from him.
So you're saying that Ye Thamam Prapadante, as we surrender, he reveals himself, but he's there.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Mataji.
And the more you surrender to him, the closer you will get to him day by day.
So how do you surrender to Krishna in this age, Kali Yuga?
By chanting the Maha Mantra and
nice.
doing all the Vaishnava parampara, whatever we say, don't eat non-veg food or don't eat Rajasic or Tamasic food. Try to be sattvic. Do all the good things in life. Help your fellow beings who are in distress, your family, neighbors, the whole society. We need to give back to society what the society has given us all these years. And we are so enriched with Krishna's love that we have to give it back and share it with everyone else in times of their difficult times.
Thank you, Mataji. If I may say, we don't like not meat or anything. It's like we don't eat anything that's not offered to Krishna. That's how we go to Krishna. But thank you. Very nice answer. Yes, I will have few more chances. Roja Mataji, then I want to take some questions. So all of you may not get chance to answer this.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Tadure Tadvankite means the one who is far and also near at the same time. And that is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Shri Krishna. He is always near us and also far away.
Very nice. Thank you. Asha Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
The Lord is far away, but very near also. He can at once, within a second of a fraction, he can come within us and be far off also from us. And he can run so swiftly that he can surpass anybody. So he is out far away as well as he's within us.
Very nice. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you.
Kirti Mataji. Oh, Krishna. Mataji, unmute yourself. Kirti Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Tadure means he is far away. Tadve Antike means he is very near as well.
Okay, very nice. So he's both far away
Yes.
and.
Yes, Mataji. Far away and near.
So now you're gonna become a preacher. Thank you. So preacher means lawyer for Krishna. So you're gonna fight case on behalf of Krishna because no one is looking for Krishna. Now you're gonna go and present Krishna, and people are gonna present to you this contradictory. Krishna is within me. But okay, if he's within you, why can't he be outside of you? You see, we get these questions all the time that why is there a need for temple if Krishna is everywhere? Okay, if Krishna is everywhere, why he can't be in the temple also? These questions are like got you questions, got you, because they want to be non-believers. So you're learning how to fight a case for Krishna. Okay, does anyone has any questions for me? Does anyone has any questions? Bidisha Mataji, you have a question? Please unmute.
Mataji, can you please explain the Saguna and the Nirguna? Actually, what I understood, I don't know whether I've actually understood it clearly. Sarguna is Lord Krishna has all the inconceivable energies or the qualities. But Nirguna, I couldn't understand that he's without any material energies or something. Can you just elaborate, Mataji?
Mayavadis play this jugglery of words. They say that Nirgun worship, right? Have you heard of Buddhism? They also say Nirguna worship means that God has no qualities. So if he has no qualities, then he cannot be a person because qualities belong to a person, right? So they use this jugglery of words, Nirgun worship. But Prabhupada is explaining he's Saguna and Nirguna both at the same time. That means he has all the qualities. And Nirguna means that he has all the qualities, but they are not of material nature. Because the material quality is touched by Krishna, it becomes spiritualized.
Okay.
I'll give you an example. You see, whenever, let's say there is a offering plate in your house. You offer bhoga to Krishna in that plate. Don't you keep that plate separate from other plates which the family members eat in?
Yes,
don't you take extra precautions that it belongs to Krishna? It should not become it's different. It must be respected at Krishna's property.
Yes, ma'am.
But at the end, what is it? It's a plate made of metal. It could be like steel or silver or whatever it is made of. At the end, it is a plate. But because it is used for Krishna, now it is spiritual and it deserves a respect. You see?
Okay. Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Khushbu Mataji, Hare Krishna. I have to reply. Tapan Mishra Prabhu. I'll do it.
No problem, Mataji.
Or problem in sorry, I am very lazy. Yes.
No problem, Mataji. It's okay. Yeah, Mataji, my question is on in the paragraph 3 in the purport.
3 from top?
Yes, first, second, third.
1, 2, 3. When the personality of Godhead comes before us?
Yes. Mataji, in this there's a line, but he is not a mortal being, nor does he come before us with a body produced of material nature. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, fourth line onwards, fourth, fifth. Mataji, down again in the it's written that if devotees in front of devotees he appears in so-called material form. That is 5th paragraph. Mataji,
Archa Vigraha. That's Archa Vigraha. One second. I have to count the paragraphs now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th. This is 5th. Yeah. Archa Vigraha.
And Mataji, my question is that if devotees, then how will Krishna come in front of devotees if he's not, he won't be taking, or he won't come in the form of a material body or something, because this 2 lines were confusing me.
Yes. Well, everyone congratulate her. She's accepted in a PhD program, and now we can all understand why she's the one. Right? Why Khushbu Mataji is the one going to PhD. Amazing. I'm so proud of you. You're reading Prabhupada book so seriously.
Thank
Mataji,
you,
Scholarly. So if Krishna, when Krishna comes, Krishna does not have a body like us. Like Krishna does not have a gross body, a subtle body, and soul. We have three levels, right? Gross body, subtle body, and soul. Krishna does not have that. Krishna is antar bahir avasthitam. He's present inside, outside, same. His body is all spiritual. His body is Satchidananda. Sat means eternal, Chit means full of knowledge, and Ananda means full of bliss. Even though he comes here to earth, he's still like that. Our body is Asat. It's not eternal. It's going to die. It's going to end at one point. And it is Nirananda, always giving problem. Either gross or subtle body, one of the two bodies is always giving problem. And definitely it is full of ignorance, avidya. It's not Chit, it's avidya. Achit. It's not full of knowledge. I don't have a knowledge about my body. Neither is anyone in this class have full knowledge about their own bodies. So, but Krishna's body is spiritual because it is full of these spiritual qualities of Sat, Chit, and Ananda. Now, the thing is that now I want to see Krishna. Now Krishna is Satchidananda and I am Asat, Achit, and Nirananda. So there is a lot of controversy. There's a lot of like problem here, right? Can you imagine the problem? But I still want to see Krishna. So Krishna, out of his causeless mercy, assumes a form which I can see. He assumes a form which I can see with these material eyes. I can work with water. I can work with food grains. I can work with flowers of this material world. Krishna assumes it, so I can offer him all those things. This is explained in Srimad Bhagavatam 11th canto, which verse I quoted here, right? The deity form of the Lord is said to appear in 8 varieties: stone, wood, metal, earth, paint, sand, and mind, and the jewels. So Krishna assumes this form so that I can worship Krishna and slowly realize the spiritual nature. Are you following me?
Yes, Mataji. Just
When we
going up.
when we worship Krishna, there is a vidhi. There is a vidhi. Like, you know how chanting Hare Krishna has no rules and regulations, but deity worship has a lot of rules and regulations.
Yes.
Why? Because the ultimate goal is that I want to understand the spiritual nature of the deity. The deity is, even though it is appearing like a wood, but it is not wood. It is spiritual in nature, which I cannot perceive because I'm imperfect. I don't know. Maybe I complicated you. Did I?
No, Mataji. It is arising a next question actually in my mind, that if the worship that we do, like, yes, obviously there are certain principles of worship, but it's not that everyone is lucky to follow that. I mean, everyone is not granted that kind of.
Everyone is granted that. It depends whether I want to do it or not. Krishna has declared he's available to everyone. He's not partial to anyone. Ye yatha mam prapadyante tam sasiva bhajami ham. We have to check in with our own self. How much am I surrendered? Everyone. You think this is that we cannot lock Krishna up in a particular cult. You see, Prabhupada, if you hear Prabhupada's lectures in Vrindavan in 1973, from November to January, a nectar of devotion, Prabhupada is sitting next to Rupa Goswami Prabhupada Samadhi in Damodar Temple, Radha Damodar Temple. And he was saying in the lecture that people in Vrindavan or India feel that people outside of India have no right to understand Krishna. So they're locking Krishna up in India. But Krishna is everywhere. The Prabhupada said all these Westerner devotees who have come to Vrindavan, they are spiritual. They're also eligible. You should give them chance. Everyone is eligible. You are eligible equally as I am eligible. Every single person. Okay. Eligibility is not like PhD or PhD that, okay, I have to do so many things and then I may get a chance. Krishna consciousness is universally available. Whether I want it or not is the question.
Okay. Okay, Mataji.
Got it?
Yeah. Yes, Mataji.
Okay, Hare Krishna.
Thank
Mataji, you read this chapter, 11th canto, 27th chapter, Bhagavatam. The whole chapter is about deity worship.
Yes, Mataji. I will read this.
Okay, Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mother.
Jigna Mataji.
Ma'am, what is Archa Vigraha?
Archa means the deity form of Krishna that you worship. Where do you live, Mataji? Which is your temple? ISKCON Juhu?
Yeah, ma'am, it's ISKCON Juhu.
So Radha Ras Bihari is your Archa, worshipable Archa Vigraha.
Okay.
So
Okay,
that's the deity form of Krishna.
Radha Ras Bihari. Okay.
For you. For me,
For me.
where I associate is Damodar, it's different. So yes.
Okay. Okay, Mataji. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna. Madhuri Mataji, you have a question for me? I'm in trouble.
No, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Mataji, can we relate this shloka to the principle Achinta Bheda Bheda? Of course, the whole philosophy is based on this, but this particular shloka where Krishna is impersonal as well as personal, he is far as well as near. So directly, this is like, can we relate this to that principle Achinta Bheda Bheda?
Bheda in a sense, I'll have to give a little bit of a thinking to it, but in a sense, Bheda means separated, Abheda means united. So same at the same time united and at the same time separated. He walks and does not walk. So what element are we separating and uniting?
Simultaneously one and different.
Simultaneously he can one. He can
simultaneously one and different.
Simultaneously he
Sun
can walk
and sunlight. Proper says sun and sunlight.
Ask one question.
Yeah.
Yes. Mataji, let me do a little bit of a thinking. I think in Chaitanya Chaitamrita, Prabhupada explains Achinta Bheda Bhedatva. I was reading once. I want to say yes, but I'm not sure.
Yeah. Personal, like we can say it is same and different simultaneously. Yes. Because Prabhupada gives an example of sun and sunlight. Because just because sunlight is coming inside the room, we can't say sun is coming. But at the same time, it is energy of the sun. So sunlight is there. So simultaneously one and different. So I was just thinking the whole shloka was maybe not completely as you said. I was also thinking whether we can relate that principle here.
Definitely we can, but I am not sure about walking and not walking. Inside and outside, definitely yes.
Yeah.
And
personal and impersonal also.
Personal,
personal as well as impersonal.
Far away and very near also yes. But walking and not walking, maybe.
Contradictory. Yeah, contradictory.
I'll ask my spiritual master. I'll ask
okay.
Best.
It's okay. Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you. Sarita Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. I hope you're not getting late.
No.
It's okay. I just want to find the meaning of deity forms, although engraved from wood, stone, or the other matter, are not idols as the iconoclast content.
Yes. Yes, this one. These forms engraved.
This last one.
As is held by the iconoclast. You know the. What is your question, Mataji? Are you there? Mataji, you're muted. Please unmute.
Yeah, I'm there.
What is your question?
I want to get the meaning of this, what it does mean about it. Suppose these forms engraved from wood or stone or any other matter are not idols. However, as is held by the iconoclasts.
Yes. So people who are non-believers, they say that God is energy. He spread everywhere. So he does not have a form himself. And how can you put a form to Krishna? Don't you get these questions? How can you put form to God? So first of all, Prabhupada is explaining that there is nothing, no separate material, spiritual. Anything that Krishna does is all spiritual because Krishna is all spiritual. And I want to worship Krishna with the matter. So Krishna appears in the form of wood, stone, or over here I said, right? The 8 forms: wood, stone, metal, earth, paint, sand, jewels. Krishna appears, takes this form for me to worship him. I want to worship him. They're not idols. Idol means like dead matter. Right? Like they're dead, like wood is dead or stone is dead. or a piece of jewelry that we put on our body is dead. It's dead, right? It's not dead matter. It's living. Archa Vigraha is living. Now, Minister Prabhu says this very nicely, that when we go to take darshan of the Lord in the temple, we think that we are taking darshan, right? We think like that because we think Krishna cannot see. So I can, let me see, he cannot see, I will see. Actually, in a higher platform for a Mahabhagavata, it's the opposite. When they take darshan, then Krishna sees us, not we seeing Krishna. It's opposite. Okay, so Krishna, actually the deity is living and I am dead. This body is dead. Deity is living. But the iconoclast, so-called so many big scholars and so-called philosophers, they want to philosophize and nullify the existence of Krishna in the form of Archa, but not Mahabhagavata.
Thank you so much. Good.
Did I answer your question? I don't know.
Yeah, I just wanted to know this only, that they are not idols and as described by the iconoclast. So I wanted to clarify what does mean actually.
Okay.
So in that context, then
iconoclast is the word meaning of the word iconoclast. Let me share my screen. The word meaning of the word iconoclast is a person who wants to shatter other person's belief. That is the word meaning. So I believe in something and the person comes and says, why do you believe? Not with the intention that they want to understand, but with the intention to demean and challenge. That's iconoclast.
Thank you. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare.
Namacharya, you have another question?
Yes, Mataji. Mataji, you said the deity worship is something different. So I just wanted to know the deity worship which we do at home. Is there a proper way? How do we conduct that worship at home?
Yeah, yes.
Sorry.
Yes. No, I'm gonna take you. So there's this DD ministry, home Krishna. Let's see, home DD worship. Mataji, you're looking at my screen.
Yes, Mataji.
So there is this DD worship ministry. Let me see. There's a website, ddworship.com. You can see this.
Yes, Mataji.
So when you'll go there, this is ISKCON website. So home worship. And it explains how to worship.
Mataji had seen this, but there was nothing there.
They don't explain the vidhi?
No, Mataji.
So home worship is different than the home worship is different than the temple worship. It's not so strict. In home, grihastas actually, at least they are requested to offer Mangal Aarti to the deities. The main thing is the archa, the vidhi, the pancharartika vidhi. I think I can share the document with all of you. I can share the document, like in what process, in what order are the offerings given. Like first we blow the conch shell. We do achaman first, and we blow the conch shell 3 times, and then we purify the bell and the incense, and then there are mantras we chant. And there's a particular fashion in which we go around the deity with the incense. The next item is the dhupa, then deepa, and then the next item is the is it water or is it cloth? Madri Mataji, is it water or is it cloth? Now I'm forgetting while talking.
No, even I had this same problem, Mataji, because when somebody asked us in the work breakout room that when they go out for vacation, whether they should take the deities or home deities or no. So that was a big problem for us also. So what we should.
Mataji, that depends on where are you going. If you are going to give them inconvenience, then give them place them at a proper place. Or if you can take their picture. Generally, I've seen the devotees, they carry the photograph of their deity. So they worship the deity in their photograph.
My mother,
Mataji.
Yeah, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
What is the sequence? One is incense,
First
then
incense, first incense,
third
then
is cloth.
Third is water and then cloth.
Water, cloth, and then flower.
Then flower, then chamara, and then peacock.
Yes. Mataji, this is the sequence, and then there is a way we go around. Incense.
Pancharti says 4, 2, 3, Mataji.
Yeah, but
4, 3, and 2. 4 lotus feet, 2 at the waist, and 3 face.
Then yeah, I can share the document. I can share the document, or you set up and we can teach you. My daughter, it's very easy. My daughter, 9-year-old, is the main pujari of our house. Okay, she can do it. You can do it too. Madhuri, Mataji, what was your question? I'm sorry to interrupt you earlier.
Yeah, whether we can relate this shloka to Achinta Veda principle.
No, Madhavi, Mataji.
Madhavi, okay.
We both are same.
I'll ask my spiritual master.
In the breakout
Thank
room,
you, Mataji.
Rashmi
Hare
Mataji
Krishna.
Had asked this question, that she is doing this puja at her house of a murti of Shri Krishna, and when she's going on vacation, what she should do. So even we had that problem, what we should do, like, because you carry your deities with you, but you are initiated, na Mataji? We are not.
I don't carry my deities with me. Who told you?
Anvaya Mataji was saying in the breakout room.
I carry my deities with me if I'm going local, but if I'm flying international, I don't carry them. Okay. I place them at my sister's house and tells her what to do, and I carry their photograph. And you see, the temple deities are expansion. The home deities are expansion of the temple deities. So when we worship the temple deities, we are worshipping the home deities. Okay, so my mother carries her deities. So she must have seen the video I showed from my family. My mother, she carries her deities everywhere. Jagannath, Subhadra, Baldev. She carries, even if she comes to us, she brings her deities, and then I worship them. And then when she travels locally in India, she carries. She can't live. I don't carry my deities everywhere.
Deities are not of Shalikram, no? They are just metal murtis or something like that, no?
Depends. Jagannath, Subhadra, Baldev are engraved out of wood.
Okay, because in our marriage, no, my mothers give to their daughters when they are married this chota laddu gopal, which is of silver, and then we do that puja. So I am doing that puja every day, but when I go 2 months away to US and all, then I just take the picture and I do it. It's good, no? Because you were saying you have to do this 5 things, incense and all. That is not possible in America because of the fire alarms and all that. My brother and all.
Mataji, we may not be possible where you are, but we are also living in America and doing it.
But we are not in our house, na, Mataji. We are going in somebody else's house, no? So
okay,
then what happens? At home we do, and if we don't do it over there and we just offer with good heart and all that, that's okay, Mataji?
Yeah, at least you can offer water, fruit.
Yeah, that we can do. Incense we can't. But then you'll be sharing that, no? Isha will be sharing that, no, with us, your daughter?
I will share the document. What Isha will be sharing.
Okay, you said she's an expert, so I thought she'll be sharing. Okay.
I guess. All right, so we should close. Tanvi Mataji. Seema Mataji, we can stop recording.
Yes, Mataji, a quick question. So Mataji, is deity worship really